Welcome to day 3 of 8 Lights for 8 Nights. Yesterday we began speaking about this language that we use in the passage of Haneros Halalu, the language of Al Yidei Kohanecha HaKadoshim, that the miracle took place through or because of, due to the strength of the holy Kohanim. And again, many ask this question of why do we insert that additional line? Why is it necessary to point out that it was because of the house of the Kohanim that everything was saved, that we achieved salvation? And I want to share an additional idea that is offered by the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson of blessed memory. He says that the reason why there's a stress put on the Kohanim is because we need to highlight the fact that leaders are required to go above and beyond. We understand that the general public on a regular basis would be required to give their lives for the big three cardinal sins, right? Giloi Arayos, Avodah Zarah, and Shvichas Damim. When it comes to idol worship, when it comes to murder, when it comes to illicit relations, the Torah is clear. One should give their life rather than violate those things. But in any other area, one is not required to give their lives. Except for, says the Lubavitcher Rebbe, the great leaders of the Jewish people. And in the generation of the Hanukkah story, the Kohanim. As leaders, they found themselves on the front lines in a way that they perhaps may not have been required to give of themselves, but because they gave of themselves to the extent that they did, that's what allowed us to merit the salvation that the Jewish people achieved. When leaders stand up and put themselves in harm's way for their flock, for the Jewish people, then salvation comes all the quicker because it demonstrates that there is leadership from the top that is willing to, in essence, get their hands dirty to do good for the Jewish people, for the world. And of course, comes to mind Rabbi Eli Schlenger, Hashem Yikum Damav, the Chabad Shliach that was killed in the attack in Sydney just a few days ago. There is a leader. There is someone who never wanted to have to die in the line of duty, but was willing to die in the line of duty if it meant serving the Jewish people, if it meant being able to be someone who was there to bring more light into the world, which he literally was doing at this event, lighting the menorahs to extinguish the darkness. We expect of each and every one of us to be leaders, to do what we can to understand that while we may not be required to give our lives beyond the big three on a regular basis, that we proudly represent and stand for what the Jewish people have always represented since the dawn of time, and that is goodness, that is kindness, that is love, and that is light, and that it's our responsibility to be ambassadors of that message, that we should proudly go out, walk on the streets as Jews, unabashedly, not worry about the anti-Semites of the world who will always be there, who will always try to hunt down the Jew. We can't worry about them. We have to worry about leading from the front, each and every one of us as proud Jews. And if we can do that, then God willing, we could be Zocha, we can merit the redemption, the full salvation for our people in this darkest of times, in this era that we find ourselves in now. With that, we wish everyone a beautiful day.